Hello friends, it's Lindy, and today I'm going to be showing you a basic way to warp a tapestry loom. Okay, so let's get into it. Before you can start, you'll just need a few basic tools. You'll need a pair of scissors. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. You'll also need some yarn for the warp. I like to use cotton. It doesn't matter what it is, just make sure it's strong. And lastly, you'll need a weaving loom. I got this one on Amazon and I really like it because that top bar moves up and down so you can make your loom to weave at different dimensions. You can see right here, if you just untwist the knobs on either side, that's how you adjust it. It also comes with this pattern bar right here, which we will not be using today in this tutorial, but I do recommend, if you're going to use it, to add some rubber bands on. See right here. There we go. Add some rubber bands onto the bar and attach it to the loom like you can see that I am doing here, and that helps hold it in place while you're warping. Jumping right in, we're going to get started warping. You'll just need to grab your yarn and unravel a bit so that you have some to work with, and make sure you have plenty there because you don't want to be tugging too tight. Then you're going to take your end and wrap it around the first notch that you're going to be working with twice. It doesn't have to be the very first notch on the loom, it just depends on what you want your final dimensions to be. Next, you're going to tie it in a knot 3 times. This is just to make sure that the yarn does not slip, which it can sometimes do with just 1 or 2 knots. Then you're going to take your yarn, give it a tug, make sure it's strong, and count how many notches you are from the side so that you can make sure it's even on both sides of the loom. From there, you're going to wrap your yarn over the top. Make sure you have plenty to work with so that you're not tugging again, and continue back and forth on either side of the beams. You really want to make sure that you are getting the yarn securely over the notches and that you are going in each and every one. This is the same process for the entire width of the loom or however much you are warping, so you're just going to continue that all the way across. Alright, once you reach your desired width, we're going to do the same thing to finish it off. Grab your scissors, wrap twice, and tie in 3 knots to make sure it's nice and tight. Then you're going to go ahead and check your tension to make sure everything feels okay, and if your loom allows you to do so, you're going to tighten those beams to make sure that it's as tight as possible without breaking your yarn. Now if you take a look at this finished warp, you can see I actually missed 1 notch, but that's okay, it's a really simple fix. You're just going to twist that beam that you missed the notch on and take your loop, which went around the top, and slide it over 1. And you can continue this all the way across until you reach the end. Once you reach the end, you're just going to twist it back, make sure your tension feels okay, and you're good to go. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. If you found this tutorial helpful, please go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe so you can keep coming back for more content about entrepreneurship and design, and a lot of helpful weaving tips for those of you just starting out. See you next time!